Go. We're recording.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Megaverse.
Hi.
Hello.
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 And, last time on the Megaverse, you guys went out for a training session, and Jason flew very, very badly, causing Rose to be knocked unconscious and go into a coma. Well,
In desperation.
Teldon, yes, in desperation, got the bright idea from the little Archie clone to bring Rose to it. Well, it didn't work out so well, and Archie killed Rose. And the party killed the Archie.
Hey, Teldon killed Archie. Crushed it. They squished it.
Oh, yes, with so much ISP.
Couldn't have done it without Parinath, otherwise you'd been dead.
Yeah, true. This is true. This is quite true.
And you're helping. They rushed Rose to a competent hospital where the baby was born via C-section.
Yeah, I think that Parinath was the only one there. I don't remember. I think.
And I realized I forgot all about Ava.
Yes.
That's the mother?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, that's going to be fun.
Oh, yes.
So we'll say that she never went into the building. Like, she decided to go home. For some weird reason.
Oh, I left the kettle on.
Maybe she has Alzheimer's developing.
Oh, jeez.
Man, you were just throwing tragedy on the Teldon more and more.
Yeah, I'm used to it by now.
It's been a year of all tragedy on him.
It's just a Greek hell. That is Teldon's.
We could rename the videos to Teldon's Terrible Life.
Adventures in making a Psi-Tech cry.
Or crazy.
Yes.
I'm Batman.
Okay. So, Teldon had taken the completed body for Cosmo back to Cosmo. And I don't remember, where did Chauncy and Walt go?
Well, Dan had briefly confronted him, like, I don't think this is a good idea. It's not safe. That body was briefly in contact with Archie and so on and so forth. Basically, he was being super paranoid. He walked off in a huff, ended up flipping off Teldon as he walked away and was going back to his office.
Okay.
I remember leaving off, at least as far as my character was concerned.
Chauncy was making sure Teldon didn't get stabbed by a murder bot.
Okay, then. Who's eating chips?
Sorry.
For once, it is not I. Hello is all right.
Hey!
Oh, hey. Glad to see you here.
Sorry, I would have been here sooner. I was having a little bit of computer trouble. Like, Roll D20 doesn't want to load very fast.
It's all right, man.
It's okay. We just went over the whole what happened last session. Did you listen to the
No,
thing?
I didn't get a chance to because we ended up going over to her dad's for birthday stuff. So.
Oh, basically, Rose died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught that from the whole resurrection thread kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead. Baby got born by a C-section. Dan is flipping people off now.
Teldon's basically convinced he's a wanted murderer, so he's preparing to skip town. Fun times.
Okay, I guess
She's
Wait,
not
what?
permanently dead.
Teldon's a murderer?
Pretty much.
he's the one. He brought Rose to Archie, thinking it would cure her, and Archie killed her.
Oh, nice. Well, that's one way of curing.
I can't believe that a super intelligent mega computer could lie to me. How? I mean,
Look, I'm just saying, At best, you're getting involuntary manslaughter. All right?
Okay.
At best, no one will find out.
Never take me alive, Kappa.
Okay, we'll start with Parinath then, and then I'll make my way around the table.
Okay.
Parinath, you can see the baby there. It's been born. It's crying, but it is very small.
Hmm.
They're
And
rushing around it, and they're rushing out of there to take it to the, what is it called? The ICU? Is that it?
the
Maternity ward.
the NICU, the neonatal
Yeah.
intensive care unit.
Yes, that's it.
Parinath is following him.
Are you the father, sir?
No, but I'm related to. Am I the father? No, I'm not the father, but I'm kind of related to the father.
Okay, sir. We're gonna have to ask you to not come in here.
I'm staying outside the door.
Yes, but your toe is getting a little closer.
He will shrink down. Is that better?
Yes, sir. We have some bad news for you. This is after they've taken away the baby and stuff. She's completely dead.
Parinath is quiet for a minute, looks back,
Forget we need the body.
looks back at the body, and then looks at them. Don't do anything to the body. Keep it in some sort of storage, but don't do anything else to it. Nothing magical, nothing technological. Funerary rites. Yeah.
Stasis would be nice.
Look, she's listed as an organ donor.
You can wait 3 hours if you can put him in stasis or something. I don't know how this works.
We'll try to preserve her as long as possible.
I'll try to get in touch with the father of the child. With the yes.
All right, sir. And if you could just go downstairs, and we need you to sign a few papers.
You can bring the papers to me. I'm not leaving the child.
I'm sorry, sir. You can't be in here. You're kind of in the way. If you could go to the waiting room. And it's like 5 feet away.
It's only 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Parinath will move so he is just inside the waiting room, and will be staring at the door.
Okay, and they're bringing you a bunch of paperwork about her, and
Okay, Parinath will use his ability to speed read to look over it and possibly use law skill to make sure nothing hanky weird is going on here.
okay, go ahead and roll your law skill.
Alright. Succeed by 45.
Okay, it's just standard paperwork to keep her in stasis.
Okay, third party agrees to. Parinath will sign it,
Okay.
and we'll look up at whoever is there. Can I use your insert whatever they call the telephone here?
Radio. Yes, you may.
Yeah, I need to use your radio. And Parinath will try to radio Teldon.
Okay, Teldon, your radio's going off. Beep, beep, beep.
It's showing you as muted, Dave.
Hey.
Are you going to get that?
Okay, you hear very muted as if he's running a very far from the main pickup. What is it?
It's Parinath. The baby's been born. You need to get here now. It's in the intensive care unit.
The baby?
The baby, yes, he's in the intensive care unit. You need to get here now.
He deserves better.
We can debate that later. You get your... What was that word, Chauncy? Get your ass over here now.
You got it. You hear in the background.
Where the hell did you come from?
No, you hear in the background of the radio.
Oh.
Yeah, he's kind of following him around.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in the background of the hospital and was confused briefly.
Which hospital?
Our Lady of the Many Tentacled.
Meditatical. Okay, Svugod sector. Okay.
It's actually the spaghetti monster one, but
Spaghetti monster. Okay. Anyways, very well.
You need to get here. I've got her body in... I had them put her body in stasis in case we can do something.
That will last for a while. Very well. Chauncy, can you call some transport?
He goes back through the telepad and returns with a unicorn.
Something a little less.
Fine, but you're paying the fee.
Of course.
As I'll call us a taxi.
Assuming that the conversation is done, Parinath will step away from the radio and basically be sitting hunched, staring at the door to the NICU, his tail thrashing a little bit. He's staring at it like a cat stares at a prey.
people are running in and out of it, and
Parinath does not like this. He will actually try to grab one of the ones that is running out that looks like it's not in urgent running to grab something mode.
it's a nurse.
Is it male or...
A female.
Ma'am.
You think it's not human, so...
Person with the spikes on the head, yet you.
Yes?
Is the... Parinath will pause at the voice for like a microsecond. Is everything okay in there?
The child's fine.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
And he goes off.
Parinath is still staring at the door.
You can see, as it's open, a slight glimpse of a baby being put in an incubator.
Wonder why they're putting it inside of a plastic thing. Huh.
Oh, they're encasing her in carbonite. She will be well preserved.
Okay. What is Dan doing?
As I mentioned, Dan is at his office.
Okay.
He had stormed off after the incident with the robot body going to the ship. So at this point, he's probably indulging in some alcohol and reading one of his books.
Are you going to be doing anything else?
Not unless someone calls him or visits him. He's way, shall we say, in a bad way. He's not really in a talking mood for the most part.
Okay. And Mr. Gordons, where are you?
Sorry, I was chewing. I am around, sussing out the situation. You know, obviously we are in a hospital. Babies have been born. People are dead. Parinath is freaked out. What are we doing next?
Parinath will jump about 3 if you're next to near Parinath, that is.
Mm-hmm.
He will jump 3 feet in the air when you say that. He did not sense you, hear you, anything coming up because he's not paying attention.
He didn't hear me say that they were encasing the baby in carbonite. That was in character.
Oh, I thought that was... I didn't know that was in character. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was 100% Gordon's.
I'm sorry. I did not know that was in
Nice.
character.
You were a
Parinath
bit
will just...
distracted.
Yeah, Parinath will just be flicking his tail, staring at the door. I don't know. We wait for Teldon to get here. I guess I am. I don't know what we're supposed to do now.
Does the child need protection? Do I need to kill something?
No, I don't think we need to kill anything yet.
Damn it.
Maybe later if the doctors mess up, but for right now, no.
All right. If there is nothing for me to do, I will scan for perpetrators.
Okay, go ahead and roll your use equipment.
Yeah, I gotta look it up. Yeah, there it is. Let's make a roll here, shall we?
I can just imagine the doctors walking by after Parinath says, "Oh, we don't need to kill anyone yet."
Yeah.
Let's see. And I completely failed that shit.
Yeah, you don't see anyone. You don't even see the scanner.
I see nothing. Well, it's a boring day at the office for me.
Okay, everyone else's ride you guys' ride is there. It's taking you to the hospital. You're at the hospital.
I go to the front desk and ask, which waiting room is the dragon?
5th floor.
Thanks.
Also, Teldon, you're muted again in case you're saying anything.
Oh, not much. Just okay.
To the elevators.
Very well.
Okay, you go up to the 5th floor. There's Parinath with his head crane looking down the hallway into the room. And Mr. Gordon's looking puzzled over his scanner.
He's accidentally scanning a flower pot.
So, Parinath, Teldon doesn't even look in your eyes. He's bleh.
In there, the child's in there. He's in there. They took Rose to put her in stasis.
Which is their doctor?
Excuse me, nurse.
Are you stopping the same one?
Sure.
Yes.
The father of the child here points at Teldon.
And you are. He looks over at Teldon.
Teldon Breckenridge.
Come this way.
Teldon looks back at Parinath as if he's about to. He might not see him again, and just follows the doctor through.
Okay, and he's leading you into the room. Wash your hands, put on those clothing.
Teldon does it very mechanically.
And he leads you over to the incubator, where there's a tiny little baby boy in there. It's hooked up to like all kinds of machines and got wires coming out of its nose and its mouth. It seems to be sleeping.
Reach out to the machines. Do a little telemechanic check on them, see that they're all working right. And then turn the attention to this tiny little thing.
They're sleeping.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with you now. I'm sorry. It's just you and me now, and I don't know how much longer that will last. But I'm sorry.
Now, what I just sent you, you can choose to mind block that if you want.
Yes, your mother is that is your mother.
Okay, and you don't get anything else from the.
It's just me now, just you and I. And that Teldon sort of wanders away.
Okay, sir, if you could take off the clothing and wash off, please. Put them in here.
Very well.
The child's name.
Undetermined as of yet.
All right, sir.
Still contemplating.
He opens up the door for you and lets you out.
Teldon just sort of shuffles out. Looks up at Taunton and Parinath.
Is he okay? Is everything fine?
Asleep. Missing mummy.
Parinath will kind of wilt at that and look down at the floor.
Killed her. Killed her.
No, the thing did, right?
I listened. Soon they'll be coming for me, Parinath.
Not if Rose isn't dead.
She's dead. She's on ice. She's
She's
gone.
in stasis.
Doesn't magic have rules around death?
Magic.
Exactly. I point at our robot friend.
Magic. If you know some magic, use it.
Well, I know of several ways. There's the trip to America, but that could take far too long. There's a hut, or a specific sweat lodge is what they call it. But I'd have to search around center, and that could take a while. And then there's some Spilgorth tattoo magic, but no way in hell I can afford a tattoo
No.
like that.
Well, I've got that. Hold on, I wasn't never going to use that accursed thing.
What?
Months ago, we entered the labyrinth competition, and one of the prizes was a tattoo. User's
Boy.
choice. I presume it's physical. I didn't even think about it. I could never use such things.
Do you have this?
Somewhere around there, I suppose.
Come in.
Can you roll me a knowledge magic, Chauncy? Oh, you already
Success.
had. By the way, you know that tattoo magic? Once you get a tattoo, you can only use tattoo magic.
Only tattoo magic?
Yep. Tattoo magic or whatever magic, but you cannot mix tattoo magic with other magic. So you'd have to have somebody, a human, that doesn't have using any magic to try to go and change them, or someone that already has tattoos.
Yes.
Hmm.
And, and from what I limited know, tattoo magic is extremely rare, even though they give it away like door prizes.
Well, I guess our next best option is the sweat lodge, unless you want to permanently injure someone.
I don't know.
So,
Who would give a tattoo magic?
GM.
Spoogoth, I know they do it, but
The oh my god, those dragons? The
Jankuter dragons.
mhm.
GM,
gee,
could Parinath roll to realize that, hey, wait a minute,
I know.
I know one.
Roll magic or magic.
All
We'll
right.
make that you roll.
Succeed by 48.
Yep, you realize that. Hey, you know one that you went on a journey with one.
Spent several days with the one.
I'm not doing that voice for.
What? Wait! I know someone else other than Splagorth that might be able to do it. Do the tattoo.
I should get out of here before they come. No,
But-
actually, I should wait.
What? But if she's not dead, they can't arrest you for anything, right?
She's dead.
And
Oh, no, she's dead.
and she can come back, right? I mean, we
Not
have the
in my
magic.
experience. Touch dice.
okay. If
Mr.
it's that big of a
Gordon's.
deal to you, why don't you go and orbit around center for a day?
Mr. Gordon's, who has gone into diagnostic mode, it seems like.
He's still looking at a scanner, trying to
At the
figure it
potted
out.
plant.
Confess, you stole the shipment of weapons.
Okay.
Well, he seems to not be hearing you.
His audio drivers crashed.
Ugh.
Oh. Okay.
No, I didn't mean in real
I know.
him, but
So, it's fine. It's
no, it's not. She's dead. She doesn't have to be dead. We can fix it.
death isn't too fixable for ones like us, great one.
For ones like us, he says, talking to 3 people who are proficient with magic.
Yes, for
Well, 2. The other one's in his office.
precisely.
Well,
And
yes.
yet here you stand. Teldon just sort of wanders over to a hard plastic, horribly decorated style waiting room chair and just sort of slumps down.
It's very hard and uncomfortable.
Little sticky too.
Parinath, you want to go find that dragon then?
On it, and he runs out.
I run after you.
Are any of you guys gonna call Dan at any time? He's been away from you guys for a while.
Well,
No, I could see Chauncy maybe like, hey, you know these people. You know some underworld stuff.
well, the thing is Chauncy views the tent as a fallback to talking to the dragon whom he met, and is the thing. So, the This is really an awkward point because I can't logically say that my character would contact him.
Oh, that's fine. Are you okay with that, Walt?
Yeah, my character is in a really bad place. He's had hell happen to him, and frankly, he feels sort of guilty. And I will say this, and I don't know how this would work, but him being this guilty and depressed and whatnot, he's not frankly thinking straight. And if someone said, hey, we need tattoo magic in order to save him, even though it would be absolutely detrimental from a player character point of view, he would do it. And that's sort of awkward there, and might be good to have some advice in regards to that via direct message or something.
But before Chauncy runs out, Teldon will look up and say, I'm sure the authorities are going to know what happened with all of us. So for the investigation, it's best that you gather everyone up so that they can give their statements.
You're
the lawyer,
let's
aren't you?
put a pin in that. So
we should make it easy for them to.
Also,
Mr. Gordon's
out of
here to come out of
character-
diagnostics.
Out of
Sorry.
character thought, does Center's police force care about a little thing like murder?
It depends who was murdered.
Apparently not when I do it.
It's not someone who lives in the manors, so does it even matter?
Oh, it may. You guys are very rich.
I mean,
But they have no idea if she was actually murdered right now. All that they see is the people see is that she had a heart attack and died. That's what they see on the readings, the doctors.
and it's kind of like heart attack or one of those things that happen naturally, so it could very easily have just been that in their eyes. But Chauncy will say, okay, put a pin in that. I need to go catch up with Parinath, and I mean, we'll all be using the same radio frequency, so just tell me via the radio as he enters the elevator.
Parinath actually would... GM, do any of the windows open, if there are any?
There would have been one open. It's kind of a hot day.
Oh, wait.
He jumps out.
It can become
In the climate control, okay.
Well, sometimes it's set a little too high because one of the Prometheans gets a little cold.
All right, okay.
Yeah, Parinath jumps out the window and starts flying.
Chauncy realizes that the elevator is a bad move and goes for the window too.
As the nurses stare at you.
As I hop out a window and become a bird.
Yeah, but on center.
They just look away. No
It's a
big deal.
Tuesday. It's a Tuesday.
We really need to put a not an exit sign over the windows.
Like that'll stop us.
Should put a new screen.
Like a screen will stop fully gross.
Hey, they ruled that bug screens are racist to insectoid races. They don't want to get sued again.
But
Yeah, Parinath is heading...
I'm following Parinath via bird form.
And Parinath is heading straight as an arrow towards the Dragonrite Temple as fast as he can.
Okay, it will take a minute or so to get there.
Okay.
I was about to say roll of piloting.
Yes, I shall roll to pilot myself.
Okay, I got an idea, and tell me what you think of this. Because Dan was there when you were with the Chanku, and it's something he could potentially think of, and this is sort of trying to get my character in there.
No, that actually could work.
Yeah.
He's not inebriated, but it's obvious he has been drinking a little bit. and he is talking to the Chenku, trying to convince him that I know I'm a magic user and I know what's going to happen. That's fucking right. This is
Well, right
That depends on if
now,
that dragon is even there.
yeah, right now he's not there.
okay. I was just thinking, okay, he'd be there trying to convince them, like okay, where can I get a hold of him?
I'm sorry, good sir, but he's not here. He went back home.
Which would probably be around the point that Parinath, like, literally comes running in through the doors.
Like a,
Oh, Brother Parinath.
Hi. McCullough. I need to find him. I need to talk to him now.
McCulloch?
McCullough, yes.
He's not here. He went back home.
Where's
Just
home?
as I was telling your friend here.
Where is home?
We're not exactly sure.
That's my question.
He was a very private dragon.
Do you know if there are any other dragons of any others like him?
I'm sorry, he's the only one within the 3 galaxies.
Parinath lets out an expletive.
That they know of.
Oh boy. Is there any way to contact him?
I'm sorry, sir. He left and he's a very private dragon.
Does Chauncy land behind him?
Chauncey becomes a you hear a flop as he lands on the ground, breathing very heavily. Outside with the doors still open.
Dan will turn to him and say, "Do you know anybody, any other creatures outside of this Spagor that do tattoo magic?"
No clue. I know of a special magical tent we could use. I have to get in contact with my shaman friends. And by friends, I mean the people who I buy shit from.
Okay.
I don't actually know where they are. We just really need to wander the warlock market. It's really the only way of finding them. As he continues out of breath, as he begins walking in the general direction of the warlock market.
He will follow.
Parinath is just kind of staring at the he's staring at the floor and then looks up at the altar, tilts his head, and seems to be thinking.
If Dan sees him looking that way, and he's like, "That's a deal that is not worth it." As he walks out with Chauncy.
Chauncy, not realizing what's happening, yells, "Parinath, are you gonna come?"
What? Yeah. Thank you, and he'll, kind of bow to the other dragon or nod or whatever and leave as well.
So, heading in the direction of the market.
GM discretion. Can I roll Lore, Demons, and Monsters, History of Rift's Earth, and stuff like that in relation to that, to know about some things that I am familiar with? My character most certainly is not, in regarding tattoo magic.
Well, you guys, I can tell you this. You've exhausted your tattoo magic. It's the Splagorf or like the... I can never pronounce it. Chenku.
Out of character, what I'm referring to is True Atlanteans.
They do have a planet. That's common knowledge.
Bless you.
No, but what I know about them doing tattoo magic is what I'm getting at. And that's sort of the history of Rift's Earth, Demons, and Monsters.
Go ahead and roll it.
That's why I was asking GM discretion, because...
roll it and I'll give you what information I can.
Yeah, I realize it's probably limited considering that it's a pretty big stretch. That's really close. Just a sec.
while you're checking that, Parinath will stop dead in his tracks, blink.
I succeeded by 1.
I need to go. I need to go back and talk to Teldon. I'll be right back, and set off flying again.
I succeeded by 1.
Okay, you do know that they do use tattoo magic, but most of them, you know, they use the tattoo magic because they were forced into slavery by the Splagorth.
Meaning the what are they called? The those aliens that serve the Splagorth, the Sunaj.
Yeah.
If those are even common enough knowledge, I mean, they're kind of the boogeymen.
Well, it's probably rumor mill that would be heard of, like, oh, true Atlanteans with these tattoos or what, or the tattooed men or whatnot. Anyway, he would. Can I roll streetwise? In relation to that, to track down a true Atlantean who might know of tattoo magic?
Or you could just ask the one that's in your party.
Wait, we have a true Atlantean in the party?
Yes, you do.
We do?
She's been hanging out in the background, but
She's currently not with you. She'd be over at Thraxis's, but you guys do.
and then another NPC. Let's kill her. Kill her.
Out of
There she
character,
is.
I'm drawing a blank.
Ditto.
You've never met her.
No.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But you probably
Then,
would have heard of her. Her name is Lyra. Lyra Demon Slayer.
no, she's never been mentioned in front of my character.
If you had worked for Thraxis, you would have heard.
Oh, okay. He would then go say, he would turn, assuming he's still with Chauncy, right? Because I mean, I thought he was following. He'd turn to Chauncy and say, I know that true Atlanteans have a bit to do with tattoo magic, and I don't know how close they are with it, but I've worked with Thrax, and I know of at least one true Atlantean with his employ. It is worth a shot. Do you want to proceed where you're going, or would you rather I can call you?
How about you go that way? I'll go search for the sweat lodge.
Okay, and he will do that, moving at full speed as fast as he can. So by the time he gets to the manor, he's probably out of breath.
Yeah. Chauncey, you're at the Warlock Market.
And I'm going to try and find probably a small section where, like, the little old west, where I can ideally find some shaman or something. That would probably be like a streetwise, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yay, skill I don't have.
Then roll an unskilled. Oh wow. So
Failed
close.
by 2.
Well, would Chauncey have said that he was looking for a shaman?
I think he literally said he was looking for a shaman.
Then
Yeah.
could I retroactively roll streetwise to be like, oh, do I know about this or that or the other thing?
I'm sorry you already declared that you were going off.
No, I was just wondering if he had declared that back before. That's why I was asking. But anyway.
Could the merciful GM give me a +2 bonus to this check, seeing as I would have had some contact with some shaman in order to get several of my magical items?
Well, if you guys would let me describe what happens.
Sorry.
Okay, you start looking around for a shaman. You go to the usual spot. From talking to the shaman that has sold you a few very strange things. There's your shaman friend sitting down. She's currently smoking from a pipe. Her hair is up.
What's their name?
Oh, hold on, I have to make up a name.
Melissa Riding Bear.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no. Her name is going to be name generator.
Mm,
It's
nice.
kind of a long one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's the
hurry up,
problem
name
with
generator.
names. If I'm making a name for an NPC that I need to stay around for a while, I need to use a name generator or do research. But if it's like a one-off character, it's like, yeah, Bob Dylan.
Her name is you know her as Scrotch.
Scratch.
She looks up. Yes.
I know I'm not super good friends with you, but I've bought stuff from you before in the past, and I was wondering if you could help me find a sweat lodge.
Her eyes widen. Ah, damn it. I've heard of such a thing, but only on Rift's Earth. My cousin's uncle's sister had one.
Do you know where they currently are?
I'm sorry, I do not. That was hundreds of years ago.
Do you know of anyone who is even capable of producing such a thing on Center?
I'm sorry, it cannot be reproduced. That magic has been lost, at least to us.
Speaking of which, Scratch, I was wondering if you wanted to take a trip to Earth, since I am planning on going there anyways, and it would probably be helpful if I had someone who was at least somewhat connected with the place. Forgetting that Dan is from Earth.
I'm sorry, I've been exiled here.
Why were you exiled?
I broke the rules of my tribe.
So bringing up your name would be a bad idea.
Yes.
Got it. See you around, Scratch. As I then try to wander back to the hospital.
Okay. Parinath.
Parinath comes
back
in
at the
through the
hospital.
5th floor window.
You break the one next to it as you fly in.
Put it on the tab, and he'll run in towards Teldon.
Another broken window.
Teldon.
Yes.
He will lean in, which basically means you have giant dragon head right up against yours. There's another. You have a way to bring her back. What? Oh, sorry. And he'll back up a little bit.
I'm imagining a doggy dragon breath. Literal.
Hey, Parinath brushes his teeth. He keeps good hygiene.
Anyway, what are you talking about?
Cosmo.
What do you mean?
Put Cosmo back together?
Oh.
I mean, if there's anything that can do that, I mean, if any of the books that I've read are even remotely close to the actual powers that would have, then yeah, it would be easy for Cosmo to do that.
Perhaps yes. But she's gone.
Cosmo's gone?
No.
Over the radio, you hear the cryptic one-liner. All roads lead to America. Or not America, to Earth.
Parinath will look at Teldon, sit back on his haunches and move his front hands up, and front paws up and put them on his shoulders, and very gently, so as not to kill him, shake him.
I need you to roll a pull punch.
Oh boy.
Oh
Man.
God! I did. Yeah.
Snap.
He spontaneously developed a broken neck. Oh no. Let me check.
You're in a hospital.
I mean,
Yeah.
let me see. Pull punch.
The man
Where's my pull
operating the
punch?
metal detector came down with a sudden case of broken neck.
Is Gordon's just watching all of this?
Pretty much.
Oh, he's there.
Standard attack roll with just bonuses to pull punch.
Yeah. Basically.
If it looks like structural damage is going to happen, I will attempt to stop.
Well, that's actually...
Is that a success? Please let that be a success.
Well, it's actually supposed to be a miss. But,
Oh.
So you've totally missed leaning on him.
The front Parinath's front claws are in the drywall now. Why did you move?
Are you making art?
Yes. This is art. Yes. Oh dear. And Parinath will slowly pull his paws out and look at the drywall dust or whatever, or the equivalent.
Now a broken wall, and you can see you're in a maternity ward. You've broken through, and there's a woman holding a baby.
Hi. And Parinath will wave.
Yeah. She closes the curtain.
Oh look, he's amusing the children.
Yes.
Teldon will rise. Start making his way out the door without saying a word.
Teldon.
Mr. Gordon's, I believe you have law enforcement powers. If the authorities do arrive, tell them I'm going back home.
Why are we enforcing the law?
Because you have a murderer in your midst.
No.
Not if we save the girl's life, silly man.
At 2 lug nuts. Okay.
Parinath will look at Teldon as he's walking away, look very angry for a moment, and then run out the window again and start flying towards Cosmo's berth.
And I'm heading to home.
Okay.
We'll do it without you.
Oh, Mr. Gordon's. Do you want to come?
Sure. I have a jetpack. I will follow.
Okay. Oh God. I just know I have the image now of Parinath jumping out the window and Mr. Gordon's just walking out the window. Through the wall.
More damage to the hospital.
This is why we don't get invited back to places,
Okay.
I will use the door.
There's a door leading to outside
No,
on the
there's
5th floor.
not.
Yeah.
If there is not, I will make one.
Oh,
If you're looking at him, he just pats one of the big guns strapped to his back. I can make doors.
there's a window, a very big window that's open. And when it's shattered.
Actually, considering this is center, I'd be surprised if they didn't have like little landing pads every few stories for people that do fly.
I'm just wondering why you guys aren't using the teleporter pads that are in front of the hospital.
Oh, there's teleporter
Oh, there are
pads, are
teleporter pads.
Well, then, now that we know about
in the
them,
description.
They use the Parinath jumps out the window and flies onto the teleporter pad.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, look,
Right.
teleporter pads.
The phase pad. So
yeah.
Okay, so you guys get sent over to Cosmo. Teldon gets sent to his office.
His home.
And back to Walt.
Okay, he's because he is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, but technically he is still in the employ of Thraxis.
Yes, he is.
He will go to the manors, and for the entrance he'll say an employee to see Thraxis, and I imagine he'd have some sort of identification for that.
Yeah, everyone has identification. It's actually your debit card.
Okay.
We have debit cards.
Some people do.
Yeah.
That's
why
how
right.
Dan got robbed by a
Acquisition.
doorman.
Yes. Dan. Yes, I see you're on the list here. Go on in.
Thank you, sir. And he will go through, and I might add, he actually looks rather shoddy and disheveled.
They're making sure as you go through that you're not armed with anything.
Oh, it's blatant. He's not armed. He's wearing a ready t-shirt and whole blue jeans.
Okay.
So,
Lord Thraxis is out on in the gardens today.
thank you. And refresh my name, my memory on the name of that true Atlantean.
Well, he actually has more than one. He has Lyra, which is part of your party, and he has Doodles, the T-Man.
Okay. He will, he would at the gate. He would have radioed ahead or asked them to radio ahead. I mean, I know it's standard procedure, but he would have asked them.
Which one?
No, to Thraxis to let him know he was coming.
Oh, it's standard procedure.
No, he'd ask it anyway. But anyway, he'd go and go to Thraxis.
Okay, Thraxis is there in the garden. He has a baby in his arms. Dan, what brings you here?
A lot of sadness and perhaps a little bit of hope.
What do you mean?
He will fill him in to the best of his knowledge of what has happened and the death of Teldon's fiance. Is he aware
Okay.
that she is his fiance?
Well, there's something.
Okay. Well, she obviously meant a ton to Teldon, so.
Well, as you say this, his face grows grimmer and grimmer. And you're saying this machine killed her.
Well, I can't say for certain, but it certainly looked like that.
And you're here to talk to Lyra.
Potentially, and also potentially to ask of what you and Ellie have a large amount of knowledge. I realize that sometimes death is meant to be permanent, and that its permanence is sometimes a boon. This does not seem to be the case here.
I'm sorry, but I don't think you should bring her back.
With that, he will breathe a slight sigh of between relief and resignation. And he will say, I understand. And that was my thought, but I also know what he would want, and I also know that, or at least I feel, it was at least partly my fault.
And why do you say that?
I couldn't do anything. I was absolutely incapable of of keeping them safe.
Has her mother been informed?
Out of character, do I know anything about that?
You know that she was there, and she's the one that helped check out the body, and then she just disappeared.
Oh, check out the body of her after she died?
No, when she was still alive. She's the one that checked her out of the hospital.
No, I believe she has, as of yet, not been informed, but I do not feel that is my place. But in all honesty, though, I have failed, at the very least, in what I view as my charge, and it was my thought that I might be able to make recompense with that. And I'll be honest, what I wanted with people with potential with the tattoos, and that was why I wanted to talk to them.
Well, Lyra is not here. She went back to save a few of her people from some Blagor slavers.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, my purpose in contacting them was for myself to get possibly the single most costly tattoo that is. Okay, I is it all right if my character has like limited knowledge of tattoo magic?
Well, you would have heard some of it. So, yeah.
Okay, one of in my understanding, most costly of the tattoos, the phoenix, and perhaps attempt to fix what I failed to.
And how would you do that? You cannot get the tattoo yourself. It would not work.
Out of character, is that like, is it because he is psionic, but he has
It's because he's not human. You're one of the bubble people. Bubble people can't get tattoos.
Well, he wouldn't know that, I don't think, but.
Well, held up. Thraxis is telling you it now.
Okay. It's like, I was not aware of that fact. He says very slowly.
Yes, it would do you more harm. Just as I cannot get a tattoo.
Understood. At the very least, though I have many other people to apologize to, I believe that since I am here, this might as well be my first. I am sorry to have failed, at least in part, in my charge.
Well, your charge is to help take care of this threat, not to watch the group members.
Very good, sir.
And I'm really sorry to hear this news.
Yes.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going into my tower now.
Thank you for meeting with me. I don't mean to be of an inconvenience.
He gets up and takes the baby.
And he will walk away with his shoulders slumped a little bit lower and just sort of slowly ponderously walking out.
Okay.
He looks like a man who's been absolutely crushed.
Okay, and we're back to the rest of the group.
And he's heading back to Teldon's house.
Chauncy, where are you?
That's where I'm headed.
Okay, Parinath.
Parinath is flying as fast as he can towards Cosmo's berth.
Well, if you took the little
Oh yeah, that's right,
path.
the teleporter thing.
By the way, Center basically has a bunch of these. So.
Okay.
So walking is outdated.
Dan is intentionally not taking the teleporter. He is walking?
Well, the one at Teldon's house is locked down to anyone but Teldon. So,
Walking is for hipsters now. But yeah,
what are you doing?
Parinath will start running towards Cosmo.
You see her right there?
Cosmo, can you open up? Open up, please.
What's wrong, Parinath?
Need to talk,
What's wrong?
need to talk now. Need to talk inside, please.
Oh, okay. She
And-
opens the doors.
I would
Parinath will,
appreciate you not closing them until I am within.
Okay, Robot Man.
Parinath will go inside. Okay, he'll wait until, Mr. Gordon's is inside.
The airlock shut just barely, just a little bit after Mr. Gordon's goes in. Almost getting his shutting on of his ass.
Careful with the finish. I've just been waxed.
What's wrong? What happened?
Parinath will kind of turn and look at Mr. Gordon's. Mr. Gordon's,
By the way, Jason is still in there. You could see him.
Rose is dead.
What?
Rose is dead.
No, she's fine.
No, she's dead.
No,
I
she's
just
fine.
came back from the hospital.
No, she's fine.
No, she's dead.
No, she's fine.
Oh no!
Jason's
projects
reaction. That's Jason's reaction.
Gordon projects a hologram of her body.
No, she's fine.
She really is sincerely dead.
Okay.
Cosmo, what?
Where's Teldon? I want to talk to Teldon.
She's bloomin' demised.
Get off my
She's
ship.
not pining for the fjords.
I want to talk to Teldon.
He's at his house.
Teldon! And she's trying to work her speakers.
We need more Teldon.
Hi, Teldon is back and barely managing to get through, walking through the house that he just left a few hours ago. He's downstairs opening up a vault.
You could see some of Rose's projects there. And your speaker's going off. And for the first time, you see it's from your ship.
Yes, Cosmo.
Teldon, where are you? They won't get off me.
I'll be there shortly. Prepare for launch.
Okay.
Contact the rest of the group, please.
They're on me.
All of them?
No.
Contact the remainder, please.
Okay. Chauncy and Dan, your guys' radios go off.
Yes.
Teldon wants me. I mean, wants you to get on me.
Oh,
Okay.
by the way, what is Rose? Cosmo, what is your flight status? Operational status.
My what?
Operational status. Are
I'm
you
fine.
Excellent.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go take a little trip.
Okay.
A
You
3
hear
hour
over
tour.
the you hear over the radio. Well, is it still being broadcasted, or is it like?
Yeah,
just-
Cosmo still has it open. Probably to like all
are
of
we hearing
center.
both sides, or just Cosmo?
You're hearing both sides.
Okay. Cosmo, you can stop broadcasting. I think I'm close enough to Teldon's house that I can just radio him directly.
He's right here. Say
Ah.
hi.
Well, we do have some other options other than tattoo magic. Just we have to go to Earth, and I do happen to have a spell for a rift to it.
So Teldon used the teleporter thing.
Yeah. After a while, he'll sort of slump through.
Is everyone now heading towards the ship?
Yes, we're all moving in that direction. You have successfully herded the cats there. No, I'm going
there. I guess he was heading down, so it's just had past Teldon's house and onwards.
Actually, I just want to go shopping. But
Okay,
anyway.
you're on Cosmo, and she's trying to get Parinath to get out.
Don't worry. Hello, Cosmo.
Parinath won't get off. Get off!
No.
That's fine, Cosmo. That's fine. Okay, Parinath, I found you. I brought what you suggested. I suggest we do this in orbit in case there are...
What are you doing?
Nothing, Cosmo. Nothing. But Rose is dead.
I heard. We should go and have a funeral for her.
But we don't have to have a funeral for her.
Parinath, I've tried everything, but I have what you requested.
Dan will speak up and say, I've considered many options, including one that, as it turns out, is entirely non-viable. But I am fairly certain that sometimes death is meant to be a permanent thing, and this appears to be one of those times where, though it was not when any of us would have wanted, it couldn't have been any other time. And it is our duty to move on as best we can instead of ponderously trying to recreate what was at this point. She died in Greece. Let us leave it at
Dan,
that.
we still have options.
No, you misunderstand me. We may have options. Because we can doesn't mean we should.
Mm.
It is your people's call, but please understand, in my view, and the people I have talked to's view, that in this instance, it is best to leave things as it is and try to move on as best we can. He says this choking up a little bit.
But we can fit. But we can fit. But I don't want her to be dead.
Well,
Nor do I.
Well-
None of us do.
But I've gotten used to death. Most.
and well, the thing is this time, don't want to can still mean don't. She doesn't have to.
Anyways,
So
I believe you had an idea. I'm going up to the cockpit, though. I have what you need, Parinath.
But okay.
I brought the item. Cosmo, contact space traffic control. Prepare for launch. Oh, Jason.
He's sitting there, his head in his hands. I killed her. I killed her.
No, I did. My friend.
Look, if I had just flown better and not rammed into
A planet? No, That whole thing was badly balls up from. I assumed that the guys had more space experience than I thought. I thought they would have had at least some experience with the Cosmo. They didn't know their stations. They trained them from zero knowledge. If it was anything, I'm the cause of all of it. But we have something that might help. And if need be, I would like to at least get off the planet. Cosmo, have you contacted Space Traffic Control?
I said we're clear.
You hear thunking on the outside of the ship because the airlock won't open.
Oh, is everyone aboard?
No.
No, let me in.
Oh, okay, I'll let him in.
Okay.
Airlock opens.
He walks in, goes to radio room, and just sits down, buckled in.
Okay, let's see if Jason will be able to actually. Are you gonna pilot?
I'm gonna do bond with the ship.
Okay.
So I can get to know her.
Are you gonna
I can possibly override, help.
Are you gonna go and fly her out of here?
Sure.
Roll me your skill, your
Oh well, this always works so well.
It's like a 98%, so.
Really, but 50%.
Okay, the ship takes off fine. You get into orbit.
An unskilled, just natural. Okay. Parinath?
Yes? I guess it's my turn.
If you have some idea what to do, it is in place, yeah.
I honestly don't have any idea at all how to actually bring... I would think that maybe them being close together, or...
They have been close together.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Jason
Says what voice?
Jason.
Jason. I don't know. A desperate measure, a desperate group.
And Cosmo?
Yeah.
There might be a way for you to bring Rose back.
Oh, I could do that anyhow.
What?
Nothing?
What?
Where are we going?
Wait, what do you mean you could bring her back anyhow?
Oh, well, if I was whole, but...
That's what I mean.
No.
Well, but you could bring her back.
Let's go to the demon planet.
What? But what?
The ship takes off in that direction.
Stand down, Cosmo.
Kind of slows down.
You
hear over the radio, I don't know what you're talking about, but have you tried plugging it or unplugging it and plugging it back in?
But Cosmo, you could fix this. You could
No, but it will be used bad again.
But it would just be bringing her back.
No, but
after
power.
After that.
But
well, whatever it is, couldn't you fix it and then take it apart again?
I don't think it quite works that way.
Like once I'm whole, and
well,
how did you become unwhole in the first place?
Well, these scientists, they were doing experiments, and they did something weird, and I got a woman put in me.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
But you could.
anyways, Cosmo, Rose is dead. And he pulls out a very ornate silver box
No.
and puts it on the car. I leave this choice entirely up to you.
Fine. You have to bring it to my engine room and open it. Oh, but whoever's there, it only has to be one person. Because they'll be the one using it. Why did you link the weird science logo?
Because that's some weird science if those scientists put a woman in a all-powerful artifact.
So I
It's
look
pretty-
around for group consensus.
Well, if it's going to be anyone, it should probably be you.
You also
No.
haven't explained anything to anyone but
Okay,
Parinath.
let's try this once again. Let's try this to do this the right way. How many of you recall the trip to what have come to known as Wayland's World?
Oh yeah, I remember that terrible place.
That's where I
Well,
found you, right?
Yeah, we left Ansem.
Yes.
We left Ansem.
Ansem chose because he found something bright and shiny. I don't
It wasn't so much bright and shiny.
know. But one of the things that we recovered from there is this device, and he Teldon will point towards the ornate silver box. Frankly, I believe this to be half a cosmic forge. It's called to me ever since. And it's only through I only now trust all of you to mention this to you.
I don't know how to use a toaster so much as a supposed all-powerful artifact, so...
It is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen.
Your emotion chips are...
I do not have emotion chips. I don't know where that came from.
But
Oh
I
God, am I
believe-
becoming human?
Check.
Let us hope.
Are your guns still there?
Yes.
Then you're good.
I would hope not, my friend, my metallic friend.
That is
So
good.
this-
Humanity is overrated.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Well, humanity, because people say overrated, underrated, whatnot, but please understand.
Over the radio once again you hear, okay, back to the point. We're getting really off task.
Yes, but before this devolves into a physiological debate, this box contains half of the cosmic force. It is my belief, and I believe Cosmo has come to believe that too, that she is the other half of the cosmic. Dun 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 dun.
And we'll have the rest of it next time.
And this is a
Wait,
bad
what?
thing. Why?
Okay.
So, but it will irreparably change Cosmo.
What's the Cosmic Forge, Jason S?
Cosmic Forge is basically the engine.
You cut out.
It is. Oh, sorry. The Cosmic Forge, as I understand it by the mythology of this area, is the engine of creation.
Then why just use it on Rose? Why not just use it to get rid of these demons?
That was item number 2. So If this works, I suggest that one of us goes down to the planet to get Rose out of cryosis. She always hated the cold.
Well, you know my opinion on the subject. I won't stop you. I'll help you how I can, but again,
But
sometimes being dead is the best thing. An end is supposed to be an end.
I would tend to agree. And normally, all of you magical urging otherwise. So, do we do this or not?
I will go retrieve the body for you if that is what you wish.
At least get them to remove it from cryosleep. Dash off a letter of authorization or give you a vocally.
I can record your voice.
Yes, I hear Teldon permission to authorize Nerudi model XY27 to remove said person from cryosuspension.
Parinath is looking... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Parinath is looking down at the deck, and he's frowning. Wait, what do you mean it'll change Cosmo?
I suspect that lovely, and he'll pat the console, wonderfully childish character, a fully formed and vengeful of a ship.
You're breaking up really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I suspect that our wonderful Cosmo will become a very vengeful creature.
Vengeful?
Well,
I mean,
what
everything
with
I've
her?
heard of the Cosmic Forge, what little I know of the Cosmic Forge is that it was always going for the betterment of everything.
Yeah, but that's with demon planets breathing in. So, yeah, I do think that Cosmo's personality will be. However,
But that...
is that your analysis as well, Cosmo, my friend?
She's ignoring you.
Yeah, she's gone. Yes, silence.
But if that happens, that means Cosmo's dead.
No.
Cosmo is grown up really fast.
Well,
It's like a 2-second puberty.
well, in all honesty, it might be, I mean, what I know is medical in nature, but as far as personalities are concerned, it is not unheard of for people to revert to a childlike state when certain sections of their mind or brain are removed or damaged in a certain way. So that is not unlike this situation, except that it can be reversed. And that's ostensibly what I think Teldon is talking about. And frankly, it probably should have been done sooner. It's simply bringing this consciousness back to what it was, as opposed to the death of this one.
But...
So what we're experiencing now is a being with a fraction of its mind intact. You put the rest of it there, and you will have a much more understandable and negotiable ally.
But...
That was what. Again, this is all speculation, but if technological consciousness and physical consciousness are anything alike, this is what will most likely be the case and what was the case. But again, speculation and blind guesses on my part.
But I don't want Cosmo to go away either, though.
Cosmo won't go away though.
That's the point. Cosmo
Just
was
be different.
Cosmo was always there, and the Cosmo you know is simply a piece of the larger whole. You've only known one aspect of that. And my reservations about entities aside, I don't know. But whoever Cosmo was is what must be restored.
Cosmo, are you all right with this?
I told him to do it.
But
Oh,
but I don't want you to get hurt or oh.
I'll be here still.
Okay. Parinath just looks upset.
So whose call is this? So who is going to place it?
Really, it would be the one with the box, which is Teldon,
Who's AFK?
yeah.
Well, I mean, he
So it's
asked.
supposed to be a question mark, but it looks really bad.
No, but he asked everyone. That was the case before. What I'm sort of getting at is,
He asked for opinions over the radio, I think. But
yeah, and I assume we're discussing this all over the radio, not necessarily in person.
yeah.
Yeah, Parinath is only okay with this now because Cosmo said they were okay with it. But Parinath does not look happy. He looks like the kid that is confused at the concept of something.
Did he understand what I was talking about?
Yes, that doesn't mean he's happy about it.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back.
What?
I think we're having too much fun drawing.
Why are we having fanfiction.net time over here?
Because I was waiting for Tilda.
Oh, hi. Sorry. Okay. So,
Are dragons and spaceships even compatible that way?
Who knows?
Why not? I mean, it is a being of ultimate power.
I could make a very horrible joke that maybe no one would get, so I'm not going to.
thank you. Okay. So, what is your decision, gentlemen?
Do it.
If Cosmo's alright with it, do it. I don't... Oh. And Parinath is now in a corner of, like, the cargo bay or where his station is, kind of sulking.
My attitude is do whatever feels best.
How hedonistic of you.
So, that includes
never met my creator.
stealing Naruni equipment?
We're stealing Naruni equipment? Wait, what?
What? Yes. Okay, so Teldon will pick up the box and begin making his way down towards the engineering compartment.
I will go hit a teleport thing and bring back a body.
Did you have that hooked up on the ship?
Yes, oh yes, we've been using it all the time. Dial it in for him. The DHD.
Beat me to it.
Open the iris, dear God, open the iris!
Okay, so, oh my gosh, I cannot type. Okay, you go down there. There's the engine. You can hear it whirling away.
Okay, so I'm just waiting sort of to get a notify us that she's out of Or
You-
I'll start the process now.
You should probably start the process now.
Yeah, just could take a while. Okay, my Cosmo.
Goodbye, Teldon.
It's been a pleasure to know you, Cosmo. Hope you remember that.
Was your baby born?
Yes.
Is it pretty?
No.
Yeah.
You gave birth to a lizard.
Yes, it was.
Will you tell it about me?
All the time.
Okay.
I think it's special.
Don't tell the others. I'm not going to be here anymore.
Oh. Now I'm in the same boat as Parinath.
Just do it.
Do you know what was that? Why am I having this feeling of the Daisy scene from 2001?
Okay, so are you opening?
The compartment, the panel that says "Insert other half."
Oh, dragon tear.
Yeah.
Well, you open up the box for the first time. You've never actually opened the box.
And it's empty. With a note.
And inside is this glowing object. You can't quite make out what the object is because it's so bright.
Yeah, but I know it's there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Once I have the other panel open where they say I will use TK and very gently lift whatever this thing is out if I can. Presumably.
It's pretty heavy. And when you touch it, you feel power coursing through your body.
Whoa. That's the stuff.
And you put it in?
I will try to formulate a thought in my mind. I don't know if I.
And what's your thought?
Just send out a picture of the situation as it exists and a plea to whatever powers it is to help us rectify the situation.
Well, you put it in, and you are surrounded by bright light, and I need you to save verse madness.
Oh, well, good.
Well, welcome to Call of Cthulhu.
Let me see what that actual save is. You guys have never had to do. You've never had to do this before, so
well, that doesn't look too good.
If it's save versus insanity, the base is 12.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. No. That's
Okay. You managed to retain your whole consciousness. Power floods through you, and you can feel Cosmos consciousness drain from the ship. Everyone on the ship, it goes suddenly black.
That includes gravity support.
Yep, except in Teldon's room.
Everyone else is floating now.
Parinath looks very displeased
Good thing
at
I was
this.
strapped in.
Oh god, we're gonna kill the rest of the party because we're not strapped in. Oh no!
That's what happened last time.
And in your hands, what kind of object are you imagining?
Object? Like,
Yeah.
how do you mean?
Just give me a random object. What would be your first object when you hear the forge that comes to mind? Teldon's mind, not yours.
Like, what am I imagining this thing will be?
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's a great big spaceship that we're all inside it, right?
No, it doesn't work that way.
But if you want to know what I think the actual forge is,
Teldons, not Dave's.
okay, well, what I think the actual forge itself would be, I am thinking a primitive forge. An actual,
Well, in your hands is a very primitive looking forge.
something like an old crucible or something like that. Okay, well now.
And you can feel power. And by the way, you're now a Cosmo Knight.
What? Oh, by the way.
Well,
Oh yeah. By the way, now you're a.
You hear?
Shit. He probably touched a wire. You hear over the radio.
Well, actually, everything is dark, so unless you're psionic.
Yeah.
I imagine you're accidentally pressing a radio button.
Well, the ship is completely without power, as I recall.
Yeah, you guys are just drifting there.
Yeah.
Well, we have personal radios, don't we?
My character's psionic, but does not have any psionic abilities at the moment, so.
Well.
Yep.
You feel that with this, you could destroy, unmake anything. You could feel the whole 3 galaxies form in your mind, an image of it. You can see where everything is. You see the demon planet's ad. It was an ant climbing on me.
my God, the space bugs, they're here.
Okay. Ow.
And you could see Rose and Mr. Gordon's going to get her.
I look to the forge and ask it to breathe life back into her body.
Okay.
And return to resurrect her, I guess.
Okay, by this time, Mr. Gordon's would have gone and gotten the body. So, Mr. Gordon, as you're carrying the body, it suddenly sits up, taking a deep breath.
I am. No, Dana, only Zoo.
Hello is all right.
What?
I am taking you back to Cosmo. Apparently you were dead, but you are not anymore. I am Mr. Gordons. Hello is all right.
Who are you? Where am I?
I said, I am Mr. Gordons.
Who's Cosmo?
There is no Dana, only Zoo.
Teldon's spaceship that talks and does not like the dragon.
My baby, where's my baby?
The baby is all right. Teldon did not tell me to retrieve the baby. We will probably be doing that after we get you back to the ship.
Well,
time to hit a teleport pad.
Okay, it doesn't work.
Not good.
They have no power on the ship.
Okay. Teldon, I can't teleport aboard.
Over the radio, you hear faint screaming. I think we have an issue.
You can hear Parinath screaming from there as he floats around the cargo hold.
Teldon, you still feel more of that power.
More. Reach out.
This background is
I'm sorry, the background sound has been the background sound guy has been A+ today.
Is that?
It's coming from Walt. Walt, we're not complaining. It's been A+ today.
It has.
So.
Sorry, I'm going to tell them to quiet the hell down.
No, it's fine.
Don't.
It adds something to the game.
So again, just I'm feeling this power surging through me.
Yep.
And I reach out and I try to download the whole situation to it.
And what are you trying to do?
Right now, I'm just telling it that this is where Demon Planet Junior is, and its little satellite of fleet.
Yeah, here. I actually had a map for that, but you can see it now. This is the space area it's in.
This is where? This
You can
is
see this. This is where Junior is. This is Junior over here.
okay. That's
He's eating a planet. There's a bunch of
Oh.
other demon ships flying around.
Hi, Junior.
I see time.
And you can see the bigger one, Cormel.
I
Further
see
off.
you. I'm surprised.
Okay, Sauron.
It's okay. Suddenly, yeah, we're in the spirit. I see you.
What are you doing with this power?
I'm.
Or you could discuss it with the others, and then you have enough willpower right now because you saved that saving throw that you don't automatically do it.
Automatic.
I can say out of character, if we're talking out of character, it might not be a good idea to use the Cosmic Forge to destroy something.
Yeah, agreeing out of character.
This is purely out of character. It might not be the best idea to do that. I mean, if you want to, go right ahead, but...
Interesting thought. And I say, give us the tools to destroy light.
No, not out of character. Again, not to destroy, but to properly defend and secure the.
Defend, destroy, yeah.
But Teldon know that.
That's the fly in the
Roll
ointment.
a knowledge check.
Okay.
Do you have a knowledge?
I have knowledge galactic alien. That's about the only.
That's good enough.
71. Let me check my book of skills. Here it is. Here's my character sheet. Please stand by. Talk amongst.
So guys, how about that local sports team?
So actually, my lore space alien is 57.
Nope, you don't know this.
So yeah, then in that case, yeah, go right ahead, man. Do whatever.
Give us the power to defeat this thing.
You have the power. You can feel it.
Yay, make He-Man's sword.
I can see how this could get so much worse.
It's worse?
Yes!
Totally off track what I had planned. But
Ironically, doing what I think you're going to do and don't stop it would probably make things a lot worse.
Tell us how to defeat this thing.
well, you instantly in your mind, you see the image of that book that you were sent to retrieve.
Boy, back to the book. Okay.
Now, the book, the Cormel, the Destroyer one that you barely missed getting.
Right.
You need to destroy it or defeat, and it shows you the image of a demon lord.
Oh.
And hold on, loading. It's loading in your mind, you know.
The name generator of this thing?
And there is an actual name. I'm trying to find his actual.
The dude that's in charge of the thingy.
Of Cormel. It's in Dimensional Outbreak.
the name is loaded. You just have to translate it from Swahili into
Star General Health Hag.
Star General. What's his
Health Hag.
Helpag?
Health Hag.
Okay. What's his role? Its role?
She is the one that's currently forcing Cormel to do all of this.
Oh, he's the demon lord, eh?
He is the one that's behind it, and Cormel is actually asleep.
Oh. Okay.
You see that the book needs to be destroyed.
Okay, where is the book?
In his hand.
In the demon lord's hand. Oh. Okay. Anything else I'm getting?
Well, oh, not considering that.
We are grateful to your power.
And you get the sense now that you need to bring it to the Cosmo Knights, the other ones.
It will turn.
Okay. Well, the power floods from you now.
Plop.
And it's dark. The engine's not working. There's no power. What have Parinath and Chauncy and Dan been doing this whole time?
Dan,
He's flailing around, screaming every few minutes.
Dan is just going, well, fuck, here we go again. At this point, he's resigned. He's not doing anything. He still hasn't fully pulled himself together. So he's just sitting there going, okay, ooh, there's a snack bar floating by.
And Chauncy?
I said it a minute ago, but I got screamed over. Drinking in the dark.
Sorry.
Okay, so what are you doing now, Teldon?
Well, once I regain consciousness, looking around at the dark, do my telemechanics thing and try to get power going again, because that's kind of important.
I need you to do your diagnostic roll.
Oh,
Telemechanics diagnostic thingy.
Stand by. I don't know if there is a telemechanic.
There is. It's your second power.
Yes. Stand by. There's no percentage on that. Let me just double check the books here.
I have it open. A machine and electrical diagnosis. Okay, you first have to... Okay, you can sense the cause of malfunction, pinpoint the problem or damage, to know what needs to be done. Fix it. It's going to cost you 6 ISP, by the way.
Okay.
You see that the whole the engine's completely shot.
Oh, so this is beyond local repair? No power source whatsoever?
It's completely shot.
Why didn't you use the power to make a new engine?
Hindsight. Anyway, okay, so well, first off, I'm surprised that I can still do all this stuff, but which is an issue. Can I still do this stuff?
Yes, you can. It's just like your Ludicrous class.
Okay. Okay, so can I don't know if I can will into existence a new engine power supply?
Are you
Well,
using the Cosmic Forge for this?
Sure, we'll create a power supply.
Well, guess what? You need to do another save for your sanity again.
Oh, great.
Every time you use it, you're gonna have to see.
Okay. Oh,
Again.
barely holding on to my madness.
Despite the usual, 13 is your lucky number.
You got enough powers flooding through you.
Great.
Well, might I suggest you stop using?
No, but it's so much power.
Yeah, by the way, you now have an addiction to using it.
Oh, great.
Unlimited power.
The power of the sun.
But now you're able to rebuild it, or do you want a new one?
Can I improve upon the one?
How do you want to improve upon it?
Bigger, stronger, faster, you know?
We'll go over the specifics out of game.
Yeah, but just,
Stronger,
yeah.
faster, more.
Yes.
But you repair it to make it better.
Now, if we could return Cosmo.
Does
Then power.
came aboard?
You feel you cannot return Cosmo back into there.
Oh. Okay, so the power comes back on for you guys.
Yep.
Parinath thunks onto the deck.
Dan falls.
The
And
whirring of the engine. Be heard.
it's like, well, I guess we're not here until either.
Gordon
until then
suddenly
or,
gets teleported in the middle of your sentence.
We do.
Gordon's suddenly gets
Oh.
teleported in the middle of your sentence.
Hello is all right. The lady is alive.
Rose, you're alive. You're okay. Yay!
Parinath, where am I?
You're in Cosmo. You're in Teldon ship. Yeah, Cosmo, she's back. She's alive. You did
No,
it.
I can't feel Cosmo.
What?
I can't. Where's Teldon? I can't feel Cosmo.
Teldon.
Yes. Yes.
Teldon. Rose is back. Rose is alive. She said she can't feel Cosmo. Where's Cosmo?
I told you we may irreparably lose Cosmo. But there's a thing that we may yet try.
Out of character, is Teldon really losing his mind?
Maybe.
Are you surprised at this point in the campaign?
Well, I haven't been with you guys that long.
All his family is dead.
It's so lucky. I should tell you about my childhood. I'm so lucky. I'm insane.
Followed by maniacal laughter.
It is unfortunate that Cosmo is gone. While I was away, I thought of, saving her consciousness by loading it onto, some sort of fancy recording medium that I'm sure exists in the 3 galaxies.
Yes, like the avatar that I have in the hole. Can we retcon that?
Nope.
No, damn it.
Parinath is crying.
What's wrong? What happened? What? I I remember being on Cosmo and
oh, my dear, much has happened.
what's this scar? Why am I in a robe?
The baby is fine. Teldon will come up and stroke her cheek and telepathically form a link.
You can't. It doesn't work.
Bunk, bunk. Really?
I can't feel anything. What's going on?
Oh, cruel universe. You're alive. Our child is fine. I'm sure.
Why
you've
do
just-
you have a forge in your hands?
What? I actually have something in my hands.
You still have the forge. You never put it down.
Okay, I thought I would have noticed that. Kind of the
Chauncy
thing you
walks
would know.
down the hall with several bottles of alcohol, one of which is already empty.
Dan snatches a bottle from you.
Pulls another one out of his bag, offers it to Teldon.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you have any 5W30 in there?
Maybe. As he physically enters the bag.
Oops. No, you don't.
I've got some WD-40.
No, that just makes me smell like seafood.
Sorry.
Parinath, what's going on?
We had to. It's been a long day.
Wait. Chauncy will actually say this aloud. So wait, now we have a object of immeasurable power.
No. Well, I guess everything worked out pretty much as we expected.
Teldon, you feel the urge to use it again.
To do
Couldn't
which?
we, if it is as it seems, where Cosmo's gone, couldn't we just recreate Cosmo using the object of infinite power?
It's entirely possible. It is entirely possible. We could.
Does he say it like that tone of voice? Like,
But no, actually, I tried. Possible. But anything else is. Yes.
you don't sound right, Teldon. What's up?
Oh, I've seen them, my friends. I've seen how to defeat them. Cormel, I've seen Cormel. Cormel is but a puppet. And a puppet enslaved by a star general Yhabbbayar, a demon lord.
Okay, that's good information, but seriously, you're sounding really strange, man.
I am fine.
What's going on?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I have been touched by higher power. But
Be careful that higher power does not use you, whatever it may be.
this is pure benevolence. Light, my friend.
Whatever you say.
But we have power now, so we should go down to the planet we have to visit.
At this point,
Strap in for landing.
Dan straps in.
Chauncy goes back to his stick.
Stopping drinking for the moment.
Parinath will make sure that Rose gets strapped in.
She's looking around very confused.
R-
Still.
Rose, you need to get strapped in.
No, I need to get. I gotta make it to the
It would
cockpit.
be best.
And she gets up and starts walking towards there, but totally the wrong way.
Maybe we should go see the baby instead.
No, I have to get to the cockpit. I have to talk to Teldon. Something's wrong. I can't. It's gone.
What's gone?
I can't sense the ship. I can't sense anything.
We were aware of the fact that he was going to reunite the so-called galactic forge, and as such, there was a distinct possibility of Cosmo no longer existing, at least in his current state.
No, I can't feel anything. I can't feel the machinery.
Oh. His eyes
At
all
a serious
wide.
point, you were in a hospital for a while. It's possible they used synthetic blood or some other form of treatment that would temporarily cut you off from your psionics.
She nods, but I have to get to the cockpit. Is this the right way? It goes towards the airlock.
No.
Nope. And Chauncy's going to gently escort her to the cockpit.
Okay, she comes in.
Yes. Hello, my dear.
Jason is conveniently not there.
Uh-huh. That would be a bit of a surprise, yeah.
What happened?
You died.
That's what they tell me. But what happened? How did I die?
You were injured badly when Jason,
who's hiding in a closet,
had an error in the piloting air on approach. Banged up pretty well and rendered unconscious. I was inconsolable, and so I went and talked to our new friend.
Our new friend? We have a new friend?
Archie.
Oh, he wouldn't harm anyone.
He killed you.
No.
Out of spite, out of jealousy, out of wanting me to himself.
He would never harm anyone. Oh, the irony.
But I used to talk to him.
Yes, he liked you, I'm sure, but he wanted me. And so, like a jealous child, he destroyed you. He tricked me.
And she looks towards the rest of the group. You guys just let it happen?
We didn't have a choice.
I tried to talk him out of it.
It happened.
Might have been. I was going to use magic.
In an instant. There was literally nothing we could do. And he will turn to Teldon. From the outside, you did not see, but basically all that we saw was you hooking up to this dang thing and then her flatlining. That's all that happened before everything happened. So I don't know how long it took for you, but for us, it was an instant. And GM, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was an instant.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah. So, yeah, like it was but an instant for us. There was literally no way for us to stop it.
I see. I want to go home now.
Well, we're landing.
Yeah, Teldon, go fly the ship.
Flying the ship.
Uh-oh. Sounds like someone's sleeping on the couch.
As Rose receives a bottle of wine.
She puts it down. Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't. It'll break. Here.
Yeah, as she sets it down, he picks it up and puts it in his bag.
On the dot.
Yeah, you flawlessly get it in there.
That was the man of the name who was sitting in my goddamn parking spot. It was a joke. No one's laughing.
This ship has been very quiet. No joking from Cosmo.
Parinath starts crying again.
You can feel the emptiness.
Shoot.
I will point out by the time they land that Dan is now well and truly 3 sheets to the wind.
As soon as you guys land, Rose, she rushes off.
I'm heading down to the machine shop.
You
I doubt this
guys
will-
are nice people, but fuck. You may have managed to, what was that word? Well, truly fuck things up. And oh man, what would, I will be back when things are less fucked. As he stumbles away like a drunk.
Out of character, quick question. How long until that meeting we had?
It's tomorrow. But it's
Oh.
nighttime right now.
You should probably go home, get some sleep, and sober up. We have that meeting tomorrow.
Parinath
Yeah.
is following after Rose.
And you'll hear Dan, oh, fuck the meeting, fuck life, we all lost. He's still off, that's off in the distance as he's walking away.
As he's walking away, Chauncy just gently removes the bottle from his hand.
Roll a d20
And he'll
to
try to
hit.
hold on to it, but because he's drunk and does not have supernatural strength like usual,
No problem.
you can easily pull it from his grip.
I cap it and put it back in the bag.
It's only got about a quarter left in it.
Eh,
He'd already had it quite a bit before.
I'll put it in the mixing jar
So
later.
if you don't accompany him, he will go to his office and that will be for at least that night.
Okay, and where are the rest of you guys heading?
My inherited home.
Okay, and
Parinath is
Teldon?
following Rose. Oh, sorry.
Workshop.
Okay, and Parinath is following Rose. Okay, Rose, she goes the wrong way down the street.
Rose, wrong way, Rose, wait up!
I shall follow them.
No, this isn't right. I can't see of it. And she gets on her knees and grabs her head. Right there in the middle of the street.
Chauncey's going to try to help her up.
Was Chauncy following her?
Well, I have to walk in the same direction as Teldon. We live in the same house.
Well, she went the opposite direction.
I assume Teldon would have been trying to help her get home.
No,
No,
Teldon's heading
I'm-
to his workshop, he said.
I'm in the
Oh.
workshop on board.
Well, then
Cosmo.
I would have directed her the right way.
And that's what Parinath was trying to do too.
No, Rose.
Yeah.
It's Rose. Rose.
Do you need me to carry her again?
Mm. Maybe.
She's now sobbing on the floor.
Yeah.
Do not cry, miss. We are here to help.
You're gonna try to pick her up.
Very, very carefully.
Okay, when you get a hold of her, she suddenly goes flying out of your arms at sub-luminal speeds.
What?
Pew!
I did not do that.
Oh,
I'm gonna fly after her.
She can fly at. I don't think you can keep up with her.
Parinath is going to
Okay.
try.
I'm going to cast homing pie with her as my designated target.
Hold on, cause how I need to go see how fast she can fly, cause
Let me see here.
Will Dan see her flying overhead with the sonic boom?
it would be more than that.
You're moved like 15 feet in the direction she was going. At
Let's see
least.
here. If it is what I think it is, she's moving several times the speed of light.
Yeah, she's become a being of pure cosmic energy.
Oh. Oh my.
Who can cover 1 light year per level of experience.
Yeah.
Guys, did anyone else see that blur? As then we feel a sudden jolt in the direction she was going, I guess.
Yep.
I'm just gonna roll a D100 for how many feet I fly.
Has she always been able to do that?
Yeah, everyone
I don't
should
think
probably
so.
roll that D100 to see how far they fly.
How does this affect Dan?
You're going to be
Yes.
tossed back too.
Okay, and how does it interact? Because he is a being that not only typically interacts, but basically absorbs magical energy.
Well, he's not right now.
Okay.
Windows crack and break.
Yeah, mind you, he's only like 90 pounds at the most.
Okay, then do yours times 10.
And that's how he died.
Okay, you get tossed back into the spaceship. And you take 5 damage.
Over the radio, Teldon! Rose going too fast! Way too fast!
The worst that took the brunt of it is Mr. Gordon's, who is
Ouch.
slumped over on his back on the ground.
Well, that was a hell of a thing.
Dan is unconscious.
I go over to Dan and I put a blanket on him and give him a pillow. But otherwise leave him where he is.
He's basically under a spaceship.
He'll be fine.
Under as in it collapsed on him, or just under as in, he kind of, went under where the landing gear is holding it up from the ground.
Under where the landing gear is holding it up.
Okay, I didn't want to have to lift anybody's spaceship and throw it away if I didn't have to.
And I put a little fence around him, like a velvet rope,
Oh, God.
He'll be fine.
Are you creating art?
Nah, I'm just making sure he doesn't get mugged.
I do not think that will help.
Sure it will.
Does it create a force field?
Nah.
Is it electrified?
No, I just took everything valuable off him in the first place.
Well,
I
then
didn't
he's
have
already
anything.
been mugged.
Nah, I borrowed it. He's gonna get it back.
By the way, I will note what he has on him basically amounts to just random stuff. He's got maybe 3 credits to his person. The only thing of note that you would have that would be on there that is quite strange and unusual is, of course, the Thraxis debit card.
Yep,
Everything
that's
else-
going in my pouch.
Wait, what happened?
Dan is unconscious. He got knocked back.
Okay, thank God, just unconscious.
I put a little
Yeah,
fence around him and
back
gave
better
him a
than
blanket.
300 feet.
Parinath, you're able to keep your feet fairly well and only get knocked back 26 feet.
I think I have to cartwheel to prevent death.
Wait, I have to cartwheel to prevent death?
No,
What?
I do.
Oh.
Do an acrobatics. Why not?
Well, I mean that's why I went as far as that. Why is it that? Okay, I'll just roll it. I succeed. So good.
Okay, Teldon, you heard this. On your way to where you
Yeah, the
going?
workshop inside Cosmo. I'm working.
Yeah, you heard a large sonic boom outside.
And you then heard a thump against the ship.
Dun.
And over the radio, Rose is going fast, way too fast.
Oh, okay.
Like the ship fast.
Try going home.
Uh,
I'm sure she's fine.
as he whistles, and his unicorn, which was still at the ship landing site, trots over to him as he takes off.
Okay. And Parinath, what are you doing?
He's just kind of staring off at the horizon where she went, blinking repeatedly, confused, head tilt.
Yeah, by the
what?
way, Dan as good as disappeared when she did the sonic boom, because he went flying in the opposite direction.
Wait, Dan, where's Dan? Dan?
And you see him underneath the ship unconscious.
With velvet rope surrounding him.
And a little blanket on.
Parinath will just kind of stare for... Go over to make sure that he's not dead.
No, he's not dead, but he is most certainly unconscious. Not even like drunk unconscious, like legitimately like hit his head unconscious.
He'll be fine. Save versus death.
Do you want me to say versus death?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if you go into a coma.
Oh God.
How about some medical support, guys?
You're fine.
Okay.
Parinath is going to use psychic diagnosis on him anyway.
He just hit his head. Knocked him unconscious.
Again.
But his brain's fine.
This is the second, maybe third injury he's had of a similar nature in the past 2 to 3 days.
Parinath will walk up and use the radio. Teldon? If you go to take off in Cosmo, and he looks sad. Dan is underneath. He's been knocked unconscious, but he's fine.
Over the radio. That was some expensive rope.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, tell them what are you doing with all this? Is he muted?
Hello.
Hi.
So what does your guy react to all this?
Which guy? Who? What guy?
Tell them.
Yeah. He's busy in his workshop looking at a mechanical body.
Yeah, he just heard his fiance running off, and Dan is now unconscious under the ship.
Well, you medical treatment people, please.
Oh, I looked at him. He's fine.
He's fine. Well, bring him aboard. There's a medical bay on deck 3.
Oh, okay. Parinath will gingerly pick him up and carry him into the medical bay.
Okay, and he will remain there, and just a sec.
They basically have tanks for the injured to be in.
Okay, Parinath will lower him into the tank.
He will be unconscious for 13 hours.
The tank will hasten it. You'll be fine. You'll be awake in the morning.
Gotta love that
No,
new
I
back
just
to tank
made-
smell.
Now, I just made up that rule for myself.
Okay, once he's gotten Dan into that, Parinath is going to go and try to find Rose.
Well, are you going to go home like Teldon suggested?
Yeah.
There's a giant hole in the ceiling of the house.
I didn't do it!
The landscaping is shot. The fence is gone. Part of Chauncy's house is gone.
Shit, I just had that built.
I didn't do it this time!
You didn't do it the first time.
Parinath
Look at me, I've never pulled a gun today.
will land in the backyard. Rose? Rose? Try to get into the house.
She's asleep on the floor in a big pile of debris.
Oh, that doesn't look comfortable.
I know just how to fix this. As he goes, picks her up, puts her in the regular bed, and I'm going to roll housekeeping. Not even I, the almighty Chauncy, can fix this house.
It's too big of a mess. The roof is completely destroyed. The first floor is filled with debris. That glitter boy is knocked over and halfway destroyed.
Really?
second floor
Those
is
things
totally
have
gone.
immense MDC.
Being moving faster than the speed of light, you don't think they can destroy a glitter ball.
No, I get it.
So, Chauncy just picks up a broom and sweeps the debris, doing practically nothing.
Out of character, I would like to ask for a narrative time skip of some kind.
That's what I was about to do.
Parinath will, however, get on the radio and let Teldon know what has happened.
Good. I thought so.
Okay, I need to go stop Chauncy from trying to sweep up. Chauncy, that's bigger than you. You can't sweep it. Okay, he's sweeping it somehow.
But before the time skip, Teldon, are you going to listen to it?
That's so beautiful. What needs to be created?
In your mind, you see a whole planet.
Planets.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if WikiHow has an article on seeing if your friend's addicted to using an all-powerful device.
Yeah, well.
Well, you see planets and you see a whole galaxy. Ones that were destroyed by the demon planets that want to be remade.
First we end this scourge, and then we.
It's more insistent.
We must destroy this thing first. End the destruction.
I'm actually going to have you do a roll.
Okay. I know.
Hey, I
I
actually
know.
found an article.
What would you like me to roll?
D100. You have a 50% chance of resisting it. High or low?
Okay. High. Why not?
Who wants to? That number's been good to you.
But now, if only I could return my Cosmo. I have a body down below. Can I return to tea?
No.
No, fine. Oh yeah,
You
great
could
whole
keep it-
planets.
You could give it new life into it.
Maybe out of character, if I might make a suggestion. Maybe create something like Cosmo, but not like the memories and everything of Cosmo, but have it be not as powerful as Cosmo. Like not put in the power and the abilities of Cosmo, but the personality and memories.
Yes.
Or just a person that happens to be a ship. Not childish, but a person, like a good person.
We'll go down below back to the. We'll bring the Cosmic Forge down to the workshop.
I think you should create a meatball sub.
A meatball
A
sub.
really
Okay.
good sub.
The ultimate meatball sub.
Okay, and
We are the voices of the Forge.
And the Cosmic Forge is actually a group of ludicrous mages.
And the Cosmic Forge wants you to make a sandwich.
Do it.
so what are you doing?
I am taking the Cosmic Forge down to my workshop there
And
and trying to, I don't know, recreate the process that created Cosmo.
are you
Mission.
sure you wish to do that?
Why?
Those are the most dangerous words a GM can ever say.
Yeah, it's got me rethinking this. I'm going to go tinker then on the android avatar.
Because you could see that the process that she was made was a group of scientists went and tried to put her essence into a human.
Oh, okay.
And it failed.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
They managed to only get half of it, therefore they split the forge.
Brilliant going. The single most powerful object in the universe, and you split it in two.
Yes, and not only did it split the forge,
Well-
but it killed the woman that they tried to put the personality into.
Couldn't you just like make an inanimate woman, like make a new human who is not sentient, and then just put
Okay.
then do the process.
We're getting a little
Human.
bit too much into
Right. I should have done something beforehand, but I screwed up again.
You didn't screw up, man.
Okay.
Oh wait, was that
Just
in character?
Could just
No, I could have downloaded. We could have downloaded.
You
Cosmos.
didn't think of it, so
No, nah.
I did, but I wasn't there to say
You can
it.
make that personality that's kind of like Cosmo, like I suggested.
Anyway, yes. Anyway, get on, guys.
Okay, so you're not going to do anything with the forge.
I'm trying hard not to.
Okay.
You could replace or repair Mr. Gordon's assimilation circuit. That would
Oh,
be a good thing to
no.
do.
Great. Awesome cosmic power. Itty bitty live in space.
Well, I'm going to do a time skip then. To
Okay.
the next day. I'm going to do it to the time that the ship's set to land for the United Worlds of Warlock. And they actually send 3 frigates. And there's a 4th one that lands. This one is larger than the 3. A cruiser named the Leviathan. Hold on a minute.
Well, Parinath would be making sure Rose is okay after overnight. That'd be what he'd be doing, at least.
Would anybody be there to greet it?
Dan might be. He'd have his glasses on, as per most people with a hangover.
Yeah, you were on the floor. You have no choice but to greet it.
What?
No, they put him in the med bay.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's landing right next to Cosmo, so...
Chauncy's there to greet it, and actually relatively nice, but still nonetheless garish clothing.
It wouldn't be too hard for him to, I mean, he'd be out of the pot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he'd come out. He would have found a pair of sunglasses, maybe even women's sunglasses, just any sunglasses, and
one of Chauncey's many.
Chauncy.
Okay, well, this is a very customized ship. The whole thing reeks of magic. As it opens up, out step 12 golems, surrounding a buff dwarf with long white hair with a bald spot at the top of his head and an even longer beard. His ears are pierced and he wears a long white robe held close by a worn leather belt. He is otherwise unadorned except for the golden bracelet he wears on his left arm.
Out of character, what was the guy's name? The techno was.
You never got a name?
We did though.
I don't remember, but this would be the guy. But knowledge magic right now. Or knowledge anything what would have to do with the United World.
Oh.
You don't know. You're kind of scared by the presence of this guy because I need you guys also to do horror factors. So.
Well, I just automatically hit it twice because I have 2 magic things, magic creatures, and I'm going. I'm a little sad that I got 100 than an 8.
That's unskilled.
Okay, well, hold on. I need you guys to do horror factors.
Or streetwise. That'd probably be streetwise.
Okay, well, horror factors before.
16.
Okay.
Okay, Chauncey's fine. Teldon's not.
Chauncy is scared of nothing. The infinite void of space terrifies him. Not really.
Walt's scared.
Out of 12? Okay. Mm-hmm. Just a sec. Actually, I think I have some kind of bonus. I gotta check. I'm sorry.
You need a 15.
That was. I failed by 1.
Okay, then you're scared. But in front of you stands Inglex the Mad. And those that passed your checks
What do you need to pass?
Knowledge.
Mm,
Any kind of knowledge, basically,
And what's his horror factor?
for him.
Yeah.
Do I know who he is?
You know he is he was a founding member of the Dwarven Guildmasters, one of the 3 factions that founded the United World of Warlocks. You also know that he has bouts of insanity, and that's why he doesn't actually lead it. But he has one that developed many magical devices. He developed Bottle D-Man missile system, the Death Cloud cannon, and many others. And you know he is very respected and loved. And he hardly ever leaves his asteroid eater.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Wow.
upon seeing him, what would I roll to know the dwarven greeting?
Do you have any of the languages, like Dwarven or?
Not like speaking it, but like some places bow, others shake hands.
Do you have any etiquette skills?
I have wardrobe.
Just do a knowledge.
That would have passed by 0 for lore magic.
That's good enough. You know how to greet a dwarf, and which I have no idea how to actually do it, so we'll call it a bow.
I'll bow at him and say, "It is an honor to be in your presence."
And yes, Mr. Gordon.
Did I have to make the horror factor roll?
No, you're a robot. You're immune to it.
Okay. Which is weird because I have a +10 against horror factor for some reason.
That's because that would be if you were a cyborg.
Duh.
And yes, Dan?
Yeah. Dan would be afraid, and you said that I had knowledge of like the demon missiles and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, he won't say anything, and he is scared, but at the same time, he feels that some of his stuff is morally wrong, and he's got a mixture of fear and, well, if anyone can think of the word,
Repugnance, disgust.
I not disgust, but like, if it makes sense, a scared sense of disapproval.
Okay. Which he pays no mind to, and he comes down and he looks at you. Are you my greeting party?
Something of the sort.
And you would be?
Chauncy, the Ludicrous Mage, as he does another bow, this time with a flourish of his hat.
A pleasure. I've been studying ludicrous magic. Fascinating, really.
Indeed. I actually, in my spare time recently, have designed schematics for a weapon using my particular flavor of magic.
I would love to look at them.
However, unfortunately, the scale is not large enough to handle anything too big. It's roughly humanoid versus humanoid.
I see. And the shriveled one?
That's Dan. He's I believe he said he's from a place known as Psi-Tech. Is that correct, Dan?
I am more correctly from the juncture between Psi-Tech and Rift's Earth. as we call it natively.
I have heard of it. But where is Thraxis?
If I'm not
He
mistaken,
is-
he is in his.
I'm here.
Oh, never mind. I have his
Turn
ticket.
around and there he is.
He has a habit of doing that.
Inglex, my old friend, come. We have much to discuss about this war. I see. And he gets on this giant stretch limo, hover limo.
And to be clear, he can't sense any magic of psionics from Dan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to follow behind the limo on horseback.
And it's at that point that Parinath comes flying in. I'm sorry, and I make it and kind of make a messy landing on the landing pad.
There's room for 2 on the unicorn. 3 if someone wants to get in the back.
Is everyone going?
Of course.
Sure. This
I'll
could be
find-
important.
Yep.
I'll find my way, Dan says, and he walks not at the speed of everyone else, but slower. So he'll probably arrive like 10, 15 minutes later than everyone else.
I can just pick you
someone
up and
might have-
carry you.
Oh, if Parinath offers, he'll be like, if you're offering, I'll take it.
Okay, Parinath will pick
I'm
him up.
sure
And...
we all would have been given cars.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm sure we all would have had cars. I mean,
Well, he has
something
room in the limo.
Yeah, okay, well, let's all go pile in the limo. Hey,
Can I stick my head up through the sunroof?
Dan would not ride in the limo. If
Get
Parinath
in the-
is on the outside, then he would be with Parinath. If not, he'd be walking on his own.
get in the limo.
Chauncy's following behind on his unicorn because he likes to flaunt that thing.
So is Parinath on the outside?
Uh,
If
Now
he's
that-
not, then
now that
Dan
the-
will just walk.
uh,
He won't say anything, and it's just a matter of you offering. That's why.
Parinath will be on the outside flying and carrying Dan.
Okay.
Okay, those that are in the limo. Inglex, he totally ignores you. And instead he's staring off at the limo's interior. He's putting his hands over the velvet seat. Very interesting. You! And he points to who's in there. Teldon's in there, Chauncy's in there, and Mr. Gordon's.
No, Chauncey's behind.
Yep. I'm in there.
Okay. He points to Teldon.
Oh, hi.
I feel this. It's so fascinating. Puts his hand
Yes.
over it again.
What is he feeling?
The velvet on the seats.
Yes,
Limo.
my lord.
Why do we have a Repo-Bot with us?
Teldon will wait a few beats before actually. He is part of a team.
He could use some modifications.
Oh, I've been offering. Is a fascinating technology.
And you're very strange.
Pot calling kettle, but okay.
Teldon, be nice to the warlock, man.
I am. No, I understand, my lord. I admire some of your work. Follow in different paths.
You don't have the forge on you, do you?
No,
Okay.
no. Although I'm wondering where it is. Yeah, that's
Wait,
something
isn't
we
it
gotta.
like a crucible? Wouldn't it be huge?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's something we got to take care of. So, but yeah,
And you guys arrive at the White Tower.
The White Tower.
I have called the others here for our war meeting.
Yes, my lord. I have recently received some information that
What kind of plans are these? You there, unicorn boy!
Yes?
Take a sample of those plants for me.
Sample? He pulls out a camera, I guess.
He just keeps walking. He doesn't care.
She takes a picture and gets a little bit of a relief.
Parinath and Dan have arrived. See Chauncy taking a picture of the flower and leaf.
Parinath will set Dan down and just kind of stare at Chauncy for a minute.
Chauncy actually looks at you confused and shrugs.
Dan will turn to Parinath and say, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And you're all led into the war room with occasionally Inglix going, take a sample of that, unicorn boy.
He's taking samples of things. No matter what it is, he'll just cut a piece off.
And suddenly he stops. A dragon.
Yes?
This is absolutely fascinating. I've always wanted to study one.
Please do not sample the dragon.
As he goes over with the knife.
I said, please don't sample the dragon.
You are very strange. What is that thing on you?
I'm assuming he's referring to the black scale.
Yep. That's now actually several black scales.
When did that happen? Okay. Parinath will look back at it. Look back at the dwarf. That, unfortunately, is what happens when you make a bad deal.
I see a tattoo of sorts.
I wish it was that easy.
You'll have to tell me about it.
We could always paint over it, Parinath.
It looks very familiar.
Parinath narrows his eyes at that.
Let's see if he's actually heard of the dragon god.
I would suspect so.
Yeah, he has. Oh my gosh, if I could remember the name of them. That's the evil. That's a GM having a brain fart.
Stiphen, Kimnukmar,
I was only remembering Cormath.
and
For some
Cormath.
reason. He looks very much like Styphon's mark.
Like I said, it's the result of a bad deal.
You wouldn't have any of his blood, would you?
I might.
I'm able to work with it.
Oh, really? Well, I have some from the others, too.
Fascinating. How about I'll make you what you want if you give me a sample.
Of the blood or of me?
The blood.
That sounds like a fair deal. As Parinath is sudden, like, fair deal. Wait, sign of bat.
You head into
Chauncy
the
pulls
war
the
room.
bulls out of his pack.
Okay, you are now in the war room. And there's a giant table in the center with a star map.
Teldon will go over to it and try to picture where the thing is. Junior is, that is.
It comes
And
up. Everyone seats themselves. You see there's several Prometheans there and one of the CCW people.
Any Naruni?
No, there are not.
That's
There
good, because they're ugly.
There actually would be not a Neroni. There would be, oh my gosh, what are they called?
Utenai.
Yeah, Natunai.
The representatives of the Naruni.
Yes.
Is someone strangling a puppy in the background?
That's my daughter making squealing noises downstairs.
Okay, so someone is strangling a puppy. Got it.
Yeah, you hear that in the back of Threxus's tower. Okay, so you're all in the war room. Thraxus comes forward. We have a threat on our hands here.
Parinath looks down at his front claws and thinks, oh, they don't seem to be on my hand. Nothing's on my hands right now.
Well, and,
You get a nudge
Chauncy
in
just
the
pats you and says, that's not how he means it. It's figure speed.
And as so, I believe I have talked to our friend here from the CCW, and he's told me about an infiltration plan. He looks over at your small group.
There was one the last I was aware of.
And are you still willing to do this?
I cannot speak for the rest of the group, but personally, I will be able to be a part of it in approximately 5 to 7 days.
Well, we are planning a strike in a week.
I should be capable by then.
Well, I'm still, yes.
I do believe that we're still in agreement.
Yes, it seems to be a somewhat daring, if perhaps even foolhardy gesture, but what do we have?
And a few of you mentioned some kind of magical advice. Well, I brought the best techno wizard, Smith, I know, to help us. Inglex is just looking off at the ceiling.
And then we'll say, sir, and he's directing to Inglax.
Yes.
I was wondering, I myself, I'm not that familiar with magical theory in relation to technology, but I would like to run an idea by you if it's not too much trouble. Maybe now.
And what
maybe
would that
later.
be?
What would you think of a focusing mechanism that was designed to combine multiple spells and as a multi-purpose thing where you have like 25 people casting the same spell or different spells into it, and the whole purpose is for it to combine and expel a combination spell based on the different spells that are input into it.
It's much too expensive, and other spells do not work well together.
And we should have our brainstorming session in a separate place from the meeting, not to steal your thunder, Dan, but...
I was not intending to, but he asked, so. And he shrugs.
We'll head out in 1 week at these coordinates. Oh, it's already set there. This is the intel we have. He brings up that map again that Teldon saw so clearly.
And now that everyone else is seeing it clearly for the first time.
Yep. Each one of these, by the way, represents 10. I didn't have enough room on here to... The only ones that don't represent 10 are these ships over here. Those are the demon stars.
Jeez.
Okay, I recognize the fighters, but I don't recognize these and
Hold
that one.
on, I need to open up my notes. I accidentally closed it.
No, it's fine. That can be covered later on. I'm just saying, I don't know if we've encountered those before.
I'll just take a moment. What session is this? Okay, what you see are the scouts, of course, you recognize, which are these ones here. Okay, and then, well, I need my notes. Which should be 40 scouts. Wow.
Could we
20,
start
30.
wrapping up in about a half an hour or so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not meaning to pop anyone's bubble.
No, it's fine. It's just,
Yeah, but those, dang it. Okay. There are 40 scouts, 20 fighters. Oh, yeah, these are the fighters. 5, 10, 15, 20. Those are in groups of 5s.
Okay.
Then there are 3 drop ships, which you cannot see on here because they're invisible. And there are 5 barges, which are these ones.
Okay.
There's 1 carrier ship, but it's currently not in this sector. Of course, there's the Demon Planet thing, which is here. I'll get a better token for it later.
My god, it's a white hole!
It's a cue ball.
But that is what you see in front of you.
The demon cue ball.
Oh god, it's turned into Sauron.
Great.
Quick, throw a hobbit in the lava.
Into the sun. Throw them into the sun.
Only the fires of Mount Doom in the dark land of Mordor.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Now, we will have you jump into this point here. Unless you guys can think of a better place and make your way to him. We will jump from another point here and gain their attention. When they're focused on us, you go in.
Parinath. Again, Parinath has no experience with space stuff, so he's just going to point at and go, why don't we just pop out of space here?
Yeah, I was about to say
Because
the same
you're
thing.
way too close to him.
Yes, we have to break free through the gravity well, and if we come out of most FTL systems, we would be smashed into the damn thing.
Oh.
But wait, wouldn't there be more area to the that way of him than what this map shows?
That would be into the blackness between systems.
What about a hammer and anvil positioning up here in the corner? I can't seem to make that stuff happen.
Hold down your left click.
You can make people. Yes, but you guys are going to pop in before we do, and that might gain the attention.
Yes, we want to break in under the attack while the attack is going on, while it and its forces are distracted.
Well, it seems like an awfully long way. Why don't we just pop in down here? And if you guys pop in up here, that would draw all of them away, and we'd
Because
have a...
their scouts are headed this way.
Oh.
Besides, they have to make it an intimate threat, or else they won't react. They'll just send a small.
Now, we're willing to install stealth drives onto your ship to improve its infiltration.
Parinath looks very sad at the mention of the ship. Is threatening to start crying again.
What about a cloaking device? Do we have any of those?
That's what it would be.
That is a decloaking device. Stealth systems would be good, especially the K-37 model.
Oh, we were thinking about the K-38.
Ah, I had seen the specs on those. Technobabble.
The latest model. Nice.
So,
And I
Yes.
suppose then I should... I suppose I should
Now-
probably get in touch with, Oh, shit, sorry.
yes, well, you would be invaluable. Where is our target area? Do reconnaissance photos on it?
What was it? What?
Our target area, our photo, the strong.
Landing zone.
Oh, you need to... he brings up a big old map and shows you where the fortress is, off the side of a cliff, and right outside of that is where you can land. You'll have to make your way on foot from there.
Seems simple enough.
And that's probably where my help will be able to come in.
Your help would be best served of keeping the immune system of the planet busy.
Well, yes, that's the plan, but my help is also, well, more than just me.
And what would your help be?
The combined might of the gods of Dragon, right?
Oh, perfect for keeping the planet busy. Perhaps you can send some of the guards within the fortress out.
Well, I have a feeling that, Cam Nockmar is probably going to go and say hi. No, wait, not Kim Nockmar. Xandragal. Xandragal's probably going to go and take over the actual generaling fighting aspect. That's kind of her thing. But I'll let her know.
Well, as long as you guys can get the job done on the planet and get those hearts destroyed.
Hearts? So there is only one target.
There is more than one heart.
Okay.
We sent in a few drones and we have at least 20.
Oh, so this is a long-term problem.
Well, if nothing else, I'm sure it will be, entertaining? No one else is smiling.
We'll have
Chauncy.
all technology you need put onto your ship. And we'll equip you with any magic items that we can find.
Are there magic items that work for the likes of me?
We'll check our non-magical for
Large guns are always appreciated.
Mr.
Okay, and
Gordon's...
out of character, by the way. That means I'm gonna give you guys a list later of things.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
list.
Mr. Gordon's, you're a Naruni Repo-Bot, right?
More or less.
Parinath Would Parinath know that Thraxus is a majority owner in Naruni?
Yes.
Thraxus, couldn't you just tell Naruni to give him anything he wants from the armory?
We are short currently after what happened.
Oh. Okay.
Does anyone else have any other plans or strategies they'd like to add?
Hmm.
GM, this is out of character, but there might be something. We'll have to talk about what Parinath has thought about with the Sword of Ancients.
Yeah, it lets you control the elder. They are called elder races, which are
The elder
basically the
races.
dominators. The I forgot the kind of elves, and a few others.
I have a question for you, GM. I know his magic is not and psionics not working, but the deal with his affinity for languages, is that gone or
It's still there.
okay? Dan will say, as a matter of assistance and Teldon, I know things have been busy, but have you managed to have any time with assembling that that test program?
No, I've been just been rather busy. What with all, I may be able to bring the Cosmo Knights in on this as well.
Okay, so if you don't have it ready, then this may be a thing, it may not be a thing, but I would like to bring to the attention that between myself and Parinath, there is a decent to strong possibility that we will be able to, should we be able to intercept communications, we will be able to decode and or translate them regardless of origin or complexity.
Are you saying this out loud in front of the whole war council?
Okay, quick question out of character to other players or whatnot.
Okay.
So this had been at least mentioned as a strategy, right?
You mentioned to see if it could work, but you haven't tried it.
Yeah, we hadn't tried anything like that.
And because what I was proposing to do with Dan, because he would be on the fence about even talking about it at this point, is the whole deal with this is a possibility. This is a potential tactical option that they should be apprised of. But if you feel that if you as players feel that no, this shouldn't be, and that no one would consider this a proper tactical option as of yet, then I won't talk of it. So, opinions?
I think we should get more information before we bring it up.
Everyone else agree?
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay, now then I'll just go with that. He doesn't know, and he won't bring that up. He won't mention anything. Sorry.
Is there anything else?
Not at the moment, sir.
No, I
Very
think that's it.
We will start working on your ship right away and getting the items together. Okay, and by the way, I'm just going to do a time skip for next week, starting a week from now.
Okay. There is one thing I would like to note once the meeting is over. Parinath is going to try and find Lizeth, and upon finding her, basically cry. And tell everything that has happened.
And she would comfort you
Okay.
and get you a new book.
Yay!
Yeah, but I'll be giving you guys a bunch of goodies. I'll be sending.
Okay, in that case, I should go ahead and stop the recording here.
Wait, no.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry.
I want to show off the magic item I designed later after the meeting.
Okay.
The dwarf. That handout you gave
Yes.
me access to?
Yes.
Could you show that to all players?
Which one is it?
It's the gun.
Oh, yeah, I have to remember that.
Basically, it functions like a net gun, but uses cotton candy instead.
Did that show up for people?
Checking now. No.
No, nothing's showing.
Hmm.
Come on, show the players. Dang it.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there it is.
There it is.
Yay!
My god. It's so pink.
Okay,
You would basically give him this and a more like schematic design of it.
Right now, we're just looking at the back of the napkin, literally sketch.
Okay, I'll see if he can
By
make
the way, it's in
this.
crayon.
I'll roll up stuff for this too if I have the time.
Okay.
If not, we'll just say it didn't take him enough time.
Yeah. Or that he didn't make it because it's stupid. Because it is.
That
Well,
too.
he may have forgotten it and tossed it back with everything. We should end the recording now.
Alright,
Yeah.
ending it now.